Welcome to Servant of the Fates. Today we're going to talk about what the last years of your life are going to look like. Pick the card that sparks a memory in you. It has your answer. Guidelines below on how to do just that. Feel free to pause this video as you take your pick. As always, timestamps down below. And let's begin. If you chose the Suit of Wands, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, the last years of your life, we have the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups. So, darling, just before we look at your other cards, let's discuss your tarot spread. This is obviously talking about romance. This is talking about a great love towards the end of your life. We have a couple here, the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. This is the card of Gemini. This is the card of Cancer. So we could be talking about those options. And then the Devil, it's usually a negative card, right? It's about oppression. It's about abuse. But right beside the Ace of Cups, this is just talking about a very, very passionate, maybe sexual love, right? Someone that you're totally obsessed with in a very healthy way, and someone who's totally addicted to you. So we know that sometimes, with the elderly or after getting many years of marriage, right? It's like there's no love or romance anymore. It's just about companionship, but that is not going to be the case for you, okay, darling? Towards the last years of your life, love, the kind that's so romantic and passionate, is going to be there for you. Now let's take a look at the rest of your cards. We have melancholy, faithfulness, surprise, and enemy. This is so interesting. So, darling, this person, right, this Gemini energy, whether or not they're actually a Gemini, they are just going to be very funny, very chatty, talkative, someone who's so positive, always makes you laugh, always has, a lot of stories to share with you. This person is going to take any sadness, depression, anxiety, and negativity away from you in the last years of your life, okay? Whether you're ill, or whether you feel alone, left by your children, anything like that, this person is going to take the sting out of these last years. They are going to be your loving, devoted companion towards the end. Okay, they're going to entertain you always, especially because the next pairing just reiterates that. The Queen of Cups is the most loving, the most caring and giving of all of the queens. So this kind of energy, and then faithfulness, someone who's just very devoted to you, someone very loyal and committed, and it's going to be the same. You're going to be the same towards them. So this is true love energy, darling. In the last years of your life, you're going to be with your soulmate, your life partner, the one that's meant for you, and the love, it's not going to fade, okay? Because here we have the Devil and surprise, because this kind of thing, like I said earlier, it's surprising. Sometimes, down the line in marriage, it just becomes a friendship, a companionship, a partnership. But with the Devil here, the passion is still going to be there no matter how long you've been together. Right? The passion for each other is still going to be there. So this is amazing, darling. And then your last pairing is the most interesting of them all. The Ace of Cups with the enemy. So whoever this person is that you're going to marry and grow old with and spend the rest of your life with, there's someone that you're not expecting right now. Okay? They're not your type right now. And if they're already in your life, then it's not the person that you're thinking about, okay? For some of you, I'm hearing this is your worst ex, right? Your worst former relationship. Someone who right now you consider an enemy, okay? But there's going to be this new beginning. The Ace of Cups, this is new love. There's going to be this new beginning between the two of you, and you're just going to spend the rest of your life together. So now we know, darling, look out for these zodiac signs. We have Gemini with the Knight of Swords. We have Cancer with the Queen of Cups, and actually a bit weaker Not as strong as these two, we also have Capricorn with the Devil. So one of these people, maybe it's the same person, right? Maybe it's their sun and rising and moon or Venus sign, right? So this is the one, someone you currently consider an enemy, someone you really don't like. At the moment, they're going to love you, entertain you, and make you feel wonderful towards the last years of your life. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the Suit of Cups, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, the last years of your life, we have the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Six of Wands. So, darling, before we look at your other cards, let's take a look at your spread. This is all about being fulfilled spiritually in the last years of your life, okay? This is about having understood this incarnation, your journey, your purpose. This is being at peace with your life, right? This is knowing why you were born and knowing that you fulfilled, completed, achieved that purpose. Now, in the beginning, there's going to be a bit of doubt and negativity. The Four of Pentacles, this is about feeling like you didn't do enough, right? And then the Eight of Swords, this is about feeling trapped, like, oh my gosh, these are the last years of my life and I haven't done anything. I haven't left a legacy. I didn't do anything important, right? So there's going to be that fear at the beginning, but eventually with the Hierophant here, this is you realizing, understanding how wrong you actually are, right? Everything that you're meant to do and learn, there, just everything that you experienced and enjoyed in your life, you're going to unveil to yourself the purpose of everything, right? You will be able to understand the secrets of the universe. This is profound realization of your purpose, right? Why you were born, everything that you attain. This is just wonderful energy, going beyond the material and transcending into the spiritual. This is just being at peace with who you are, with who you were, with the life that you lived. And that is why your last card is the Six of Wands. This is all about victory, triumph, success, right? This is all about celebrations. So, darling, you're going to die happy. I mean, there's no other way to put it. You are going to leave this world with a beautiful smile on your face, knowing that you did everything that you were meant to do. Amazing. Let's take a look at your other cards. We have Misfortune at the beginning. We have Young Woman. We also have Malady and Wedding. I love it so. Darling, this is just confirming what I said earlier. At the beginning, you know, with the Four of Pentacles and Misfortune, you're just feeling like, oh no, my life is about to end and I didn't do anything essential, anything remarkable, anything memorable. Right? So there's going to be this anxiety at the beginning, and then eventually here you are feeling trapped and regretful with the Eight of Swords, and then comes the Young Woman. So this is you realizing that no, actually let's look back at my life. Who were the people that I met? What are the things that I, performed? What are the things that I accomplished? What are the things that I understood? And this is you realizing, it's like looking back at your life like you're watching a movie or reading a book, and then realizing how beautiful your journey actually is. There were difficulties, there were challenges, but you overcame all of them. And this is you finally getting out of this negativity, right? This Eight of Swords feeling trapped energy, and realizing that your past life, these past years have actually been really amazing and fulfilling. And that is how you are going to fix all of these illnesses, sadness, this malady, by realizing that you actually transcended into this higher purpose for yourself, right? This is you thinking that life sucked, and then looking back and on hindsight, just seeing that no, everything was actually amazing. My life was an adventure. It was epic. And now I know why all of it had to happen. and I'm happy with everything that I achieved, right? And then with the Six of Wands and wedding, this is just you feeling wedded to your purpose, feeling like you achieved everything that you were meant to. This is you being in union with your soul, with your higher self. This is like ending a game and just winning it, right? This is just feeling like you're victorious at life, right? Celebrating your life. And then, as a by the way message, we have the Hierophant here, the card of Taurus, and then wedding. In Sibila, the cards are very literal most of the time. So towards the last years of your life, darling, you're going to be married to a Taurus, okay? So for some of you, maybe this person is already around you, because we're talking about spirituality here and realization. So this is you looking back, right, at your life and realizing that this person that you ended up spending the rest of your life with, growing old with, is someone that has always been around you. Maybe you just never saw them that way before, right? So that is your little clue, your little by the way from the cards, from the divine, from the universe. Look out for a Taurus, because they are going to be your life partner. But now we know, darling, it's just going to feel like a victory. The last years of your life are going to transcend into something so beautiful, and you will feel at one with your purpose, at one with your soul. How wonderful. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the Suit of Swords, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, the last years of your life, we have the Emperor, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. So darling, before we take a look at your other cards, let's look at your tarot spread first. This is talking about you being filthy rich towards the last years of your life, being outrageously wealthy. But darling, you're going to be lonely anyway, because you are going to be widowed, okay? Your life partner is going to be leaving this world earlier than you, and that is going to make you inconsolably sad, right? But otherwise, materially, you're going to be fine, okay? Health-wise, all is going to be good, physically, materially. But your heart, okay? Your heart will just be grieving and suffering. This is what life is going to be like towards your last years. Now let's ask the other cards for more information. We have Widower. Oh my God, right? So again, this is just confirming this Five of Cups energy of sadness, grieving this Emperor, this divine masculine, this divine partner, right? Because your other half will be leaving this world, like I said before you. We also have Soldier, Friend, and Reunion. Okay, so there's hope in the end, darling. The Emperor, is the card of Aries. So you could be marrying an Aries, man or woman, right? This is your clue as to who this person is. Someone very fiery, someone who's like a natural leader, right? Very sociable, very friendly, but also totally driven and ambitious. This is the person you're going to marry. And sadly, they are just going to leave before you, right? So this is widower/widow energy. You will be grieving their death, their departure. The Five of Cups. This is the card of crying for someone who left too early, right? Someone who abandoned you unintentionally. And because Sibila is very literal, they could be a soldier and they could die in battle, right? This could be the case for some of you. For others, this is just being really sad and lonely and grieving and suffering because this soulmate, this life partner, this Aries energy that you're going to grow old with, you are just going to feel like this is like a ride or die, right? Someone who would kill and die for you, right? This is going to be your total soulmate. So you're going to be really sad and just really depressed the moment that they leave this world, okay? So this is this kind of energy. But darling, materially speaking, you're going to be well off, okay? The Nine of Wands in this deck, this is about having your harvest. Look at her. right? This is you being alone, single energy, but having everything that you need physically, materially, financially. Okay, and with Fred here, even though there's depression romantically, right? I mean, your life partner left, before having been able to say goodbye to you properly. It's an accidental death, it's something kind of tragic, right? But you will have a lot of other people around you. Okay, friends, this card is about devotion and faithfulness. Okay, people who are going to be there for you. Okay, so you're not going to be entirely alone. Romantically, you will feel alone, but you will be surrounded by people who love you and support you and who are there to comfort you. Okay, we have another financial card here, not just the Nine of Wands with the Harvest, but we also have the Queen of Pentacles. She or he, right? This could be a masculine energy as well, but the Queen of Pentacles is the richest of all of the queens, right? This is someone who is the most financially, physically, materially, just very, very abundant, right? So this is the energy that you're going to have. I mean, there's two of them, about wealth, about finances. So when it comes to that, it's going to be fine. It's going to be perfect. But also look at the beauty of the symbology. I mean, towards the last years of your life, darling, you are not going to be afraid of dying. Okay? This is you being eager to die, actually. Being at peace with death. This is you just wanting to ascend to that other plane so that you can reunite with your soulmate, darling. Right? This is you just not being afraid of illness, of worldly pain, because like I said, you have control of the earth, of the material, of the tangible, right? So you're not afraid of that. This is you embracing death, welcoming death, wanting to go to heaven, wanting to go to that other realm so that you can be reunited with this Aries energy, your soulmate, your other half, your life partner, the one that you grew old with. Wow, darling, this is very romantic. I love it. So, it's sad, but there's hope in the end. This is you being fearless in the face of death, knowing that you just want to be with your soulmate again. And we know that you're going to achieve a lot, right? Financially, materially, right? Physically, everything's going to be okay. And we also know that you're going to meet the one, the right one, and you're going to grow old with them and have this beautiful life together. And in the end, you just want to go back to them. You're just going to want to reunite with them again. I love it. Wow. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care. If you chose the suit of coins, welcome to your reading. It's timeless. You are meant to see it right now. So, the last years of your life, we have the Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Fool. Okay, so darling, before we take a look at your other cards, let's look at your tarot spread. Wow. Towards the end of your life, you're going to make peace with all of your enemies, okay? Family that you no longer talk to, friends that you had falling apart with, exes that you swore vengeance on, okay? This is you making peace with everyone, okay? That is why you will be very much happy and at peace with yourself in your life. No toxicity, no negativity, no animosity towards the last years of your life. You are going to be very satisfied, very peaceful, and just very happy. Okay, this is all about tranquility and serenity. Wonderful energy. Now let's take a look at your other cards. We have Sweetheart, Lord, House, and Old Woman. I love it. So, darling, the Five of Wands, this is the card of enemies, okay? This in this deck is the card of conflict, and not just that, but it's about mortal enemies and lifelong rivals. Okay, look, they're turning into a sweetheart. This is you making peace with everyone who ever hurt you and everyone whom you've hurt, right? This is you just transcending any hate, any negativity. This is you learning how to forgive and learning how to ask for others' forgiveness, right? This is humility. This is choosing happiness over arrogance, over pride, over ego, right? And it's just, everything's going to be lovely between you and these people. Okay, now for most of you, I'm hearing something very specific. This is an ex. Making peace with an ex that you had like in your teens or in your 20s, someone who broke your heart, your first love, someone that you consider your true enemy, the devil, the worst person in the world. And towards the last years of your life, you are gonna go back to this person to accept their apology or to apologize to them. You are just going to make peace with them and with everyone else that you consider an enemy in your life. I love it, darling. This is you being wise. This is you knowing, that there's more to life than just this petty fights and just this toxicity and animosity. This is you wanting to leave this life knowing that you made peace with everyone, right? This is maturity. This is wisdom. I'm so proud of you. It hasn't happened yet. It won't for a while because we have old woman here. So you will die of old age. That's going to be a long time from now, right? But this is just amazing, darling. You will overcome your ego towards the end, right? Any negative pride, you will just really conquer all of it. Okay, this is you turning your enemies into your best friends towards the last years of your life. That is why we also have the Page of Swords with Lord. Okay, again, this is you just taking the higher ground. Okay, this is you taking the higher road, and this is you just listening to your higher self. Okay, this is all about flying over the negativities and just overcoming all of these bad things in your thoughts, in your soul, in your heart. Okay, the Page of Swords, darling, this is the card of clarity. Okay, so this is you towards the last years of your life, realizing that peace, right, forgiveness, happiness, love, kindness, these are more important than pride and ego and having the last word and knowing that you're right. Okay, this is just amazing energy. Okay, this is all about transcending pettiness, little things like that. This is it's just all about wanting peace, again, tranquility and serenity in your life. I love it. And look, that's exactly what you're going to achieve. The house, this is all about emotional, mental, spiritual stability. That is where you're transitioning to. The Six of Swords is the card of transition. So anything, that you've been keeping in your heart, any heartaches, right? Any grudges that you've been holding, you will just move away from them. The Six of Swords, and that is how you're going to achieve total stability, clarity, right? The Page of Swords, clarity of mind and stability in your heart and in your soul. I love it. Everything's just going to be amazing. And your final outcome, darling, is the Fool with Old Woman. So whether you're a man or a woman, you're going to die of old age. So nothing tragic, not an accident, not, like a very bad illness. It's just natural death, old age. You're going to live this rich life. And we know that it's not just going to be physical, but emotional and spiritual as well. All right, you're going to be very mature and you're going to transcend all of your baser instincts and all of the negativity in your life. That is why we have the Fool here. Darling, towards the last years of your life, you're not going to look at death as a curse, as a bad thing, as something to be feared. You're going to look at it as a new beginning, right? If you believe in heaven or reincarnation, whatever it is that you believe in, towards the last years of your life, you will be excited to die because to you, this will be the new beginning of your new life. So this reading is just all about 100% positivity, darling. Towards the last years of your life, you will be making peace with all of your enemies. You will be humble enough to ask for forgiveness, and you will be wise enough to forgive as well. This is amazing. So it's just all about happiness and positivity and peace and tranquility, serenity, right? You are going to die old and happy. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.